Hello again, everybody. As you may have already guessed, I wasn't able to record my daily December vlog for yesterday. Most of the time in the morning, I spent trying to get D&D High and my vlog from the day before out, and then I was at my folks' place because we celebrated Christmas a day early. And I didn't get back until like 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning, and I just went to bed because I didn't want to deal with anything. So this is technically day 24. My family and I decided to celebrate Christmas a day early because my brother is going off to visit my brother-in-law and sister. Uh, so yeah, I figured today I would show you guys some of the cool things that I got for Christmas. So first things first, this may seem a little, I don't know, childish, juvenile, but it's definitely one of the cool things that I got, and it's this right here. Yep, it's a Slinky. Um, One of the things we still do, even though I'm, in my 20s, we still stockings. Every year, my folks get us cool stuff, and this was one of my stocking stuffers. This is literally the first thing that I got when I got to my folks' place, and it's awesome. This is one of the actual metal, really good quality Slinkies. And I love Slinkies. They're so much fun. I literally can spend hours playing with these things. So, yep, that was one of them. The next kind of really cool stocking stuffer I got was this. Just a Hot Wheels car. I love little models and stuff like this. When I was a kid, I used to have tons of these, and I play with them all the time. So really, really, really cool. The third thing I can't actually show you guys because it was digital. For those of you guys that aren't aware, I have a second channel that I helped co-found, which is called the All for Geek Alliance, and I have two shows that I put up there every other week. One of which is a web series called D&D High. It's a parody D&D campaign that was a ton of fun to make. Thus far, a lot of people have been telling me that they really, really enjoy it. And season 2, I will be filming within the next month or so here. So, one of the things I wanted to do, if you guys watch the first season of D&D High, which I will have a link in the description below, so you guys can all check it out and really enjoy it. Fourth edition is map-based. All the encounters and things like that, and combat and everything is all based on maps and squares and things like that. So in the first season, I have these custom-made maps, but they're flat maps. You can't really see them on camera. They're for someone that doesn't do a whole lot of like art type stuff and drawing. I think they turned out really, really well. I had lots of colors and stuff on them. They were really cool, but they're still one-dimensional, or two-dimensional. So I've been meaning to get some 3D terrain so that the next season I can do some really elaborate stuff. It'll look a lot better on camera. And so that's what my folks decided to get me, was printable 3D terrain. If you go through things like Dwarven Forge and that, it's really expensive. It costs like a couple $100 to get a full set of tiles and everything. And it's actually not that much. Like you can create, one encounter out of all the stuff that they have. Maybe, I mean, you can move it around and switch around, but you're basically making a room, and that's about it. This printable terrain that I found, it's through a place called, I think it's Wonderworks Games. They're amazing. They have tons and tons and tons of different terrain for sci-fi settings and fantasy settings and westerns, and it's really cool. And it's all stuff that you print and then you mount it on foam core board, and then it's actually really strong. You can do multi-level terrain and stuff like that, so really kind of cool. And yeah, so that's what I got. The other thing that's nice is it's actually fairly cost effective. I mean, the PDFs I think are like $11.50 for the expensive ones, and you can print them as many times as you want and make as much terrain as you want. When you factor in the cost of ink and supplies and everything like that, you might double the cost. So, I mean, for a conservative estimate, you're probably looking at $30 for as much terrain as you can print and build. So the next few weeks, I have a lot of work. I have to actually design the entire arena that I'm going to be creating for season 2. I have to finish writing season 2. So that'll be, in addition to the job search and everything, that'll be what I'm doing. The final thing, which is one of the coolest things I got, is this thing right here. And this is Lords of Waterdeep. Yay! I am really, really happy about this. I've wanted to get Lords of Waterdeep since I saw it on tabletop. And I think it's a fantastic game. It's so much fun. I played it last night with my folks. It really is, it seems really complicated. Like there's a ton of pieces in there. There's a lot of cards and a lot of text, and it just seems like a fairly complicated game. And it's not really. It just takes a little bit of time to get into swing at it. My dad and mom played with me last night. Neither one of them is a super big board game aficionado. You know, checkers and backgammon tends to be, what they play the most, poker, stuff like that. And neither one of them really had a huge difficulty picking it up and doing it. And yeah, it was complicated at first. I had to get my head wrapped around the rules, but it was a blast to play. I tied for first place with my mom, and after about like the third or fourth term, it just kind of clicked, and we all started, playing fairly well. So yeah, lots of fun. On the financial front, since you guys have been, supporting me and helping me so much, for Christmas, my folks gave me another $100. So that brings me up to a total of $230 of the $900 I need for my rent. So that's really, really awesome. Again, that still means that I'm about $670 short, but it's still a lot better than $900. So again, I want to thank you guys so much for helping me out and supporting me, and everything that you guys have been doing has been really, really nice. I've gotten a lot of very, very kind words, a lot of great suggestions about other ways that I can make a little bit more money. And I'm continuing to search for jobs in that. So yeah, just, again, keep supporting me as much as you can. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. Keep mentioning to your friends, by the way, this is something really cool. Again, all of the training and stuff like that I can do through Skype, so I can do it with anyone in the world, as long as they speak English, just because the only other language I speak is French, and as you guys have already seen, my French is not the greatest in the world. So yeah, they just need to be able to understand English or bring a translator. Otherwise, like I said, I'm willing to talk and teach about anything that I am fairly familiar with, and you guys have seen the list. It's on the link to that video. Again, I'll link that video in here too. Yeah, so I'm gonna be filming my Christmas Day vlog here in a little while, so you guys will see me later today. But yeah, in the comments below, let me know what was your favorite or most unexpected gift that you got this year, seeing as it is already Christmas for everyone else because this is late. Yeah, so that's all for me, and I will see you guys a little later. Bye.